Hey, this is Ron with the Radiologic Technologist.com blog and YouTube channel. I have a question in my email that I'm just going to answer with a quick video because that's easier than typing it all out. Let me hop over here to the question. Good afternoon. I read your article about the dangers of being a radiologic technologist and had two questions since I am about to start school to become one. If for any reason one was to reach their limit of how much radiation, I had to check my mic, make sure my mic was on. If for any reason one was to reach their limit of how much radiation they have been exposed to while being an X-ray tech, does that mean the person can no longer work as a rad tech ever again? Let's just start with that one. There's only two questions, but if for any reason one was to reach the limit of how much radiation they have been exposed to while being an X-ray tech, does that mean the person can no longer work? No. So there's a lot of answers to that question. First of all, you'll have a radiation safety officer at your work. Someone should be designated. If you don't, that's a problem. But somebody should be designated as a radiation safety officer, which means they've been through special training. I think there's a course in California that's like a week long, maybe 2 weeks. I don't know. But you have to go to training. You have to take a test. You get certified. That makes you an RSO. And I have articles about becoming an RSO on the blog if you want to go check it out. The RSO is the one that's in charge of your dosimeter badges, the little badges you wear clipped to your scrub top that keeps track of your dosage. And you should be turning those in every month. Some places do it quarterly or whatever, but they get sent in to Landauer or whoever your company is, and you get new ones to get put on. And there's 3 levels of exposure, at least in most places. One level just means you're receiving some and it's not really a big deal. Second level means you need to start paying attention to what you're doing. And there's names for these classifications. I don't remember them. But the worst level, a level 3 offense would be that you're not allowed to work within a certain area that might give you more radiation until enough time passes by that your levels return to normal. So in other words, if you work in fluoroscopy and you're standing too close to the beam and you're getting too much radiation, or if you're like these doctors who like to work in the beam with no lead gloves on or whatever, they'll just tell you can't work fluoro for however long the RSO says that you can't. It doesn't mean that you'll never work again. This stuff is cumulative over time. So if you are asked to sit out for, and I've never had any techs that had to do that in over 10 years of management and the 20 plus years I've been in X-ray, I've never seen anybody have to sit out. And actually have a story maybe for another day about taking somebody's badge and taping it to a CT scanner in order to drive up their levels. But that we'll save that for another time. It was a prank, but and they still didn't end up having to sit out at all. But no, you won't lose your job. You may get reassigned, but again, check where you're at. I mean, students wear them too. Ask your program director at the school, when was the last time a student had an unacceptable level of radiation on their dosimeter badge and had to be, had to sit out or something like that. They'll probably say never. Second question, since there is radiation involved in this career, does one have to be healthy, as in no type of disease or illness, in order to become one? Well, no. I mean, you want to be as healthy as you possibly can, but if you're insinuating that you can't be an X-ray tech if you have any types of illness or disease, that's discriminatory for one thing. So there sounds like nobody's really talked to you about radiation so far, which is okay. You're not in the program yet, but do yourself a favor and start doing some research. There's time, distance, and shielding. There's ARRT as low as reasonably acceptable. There's different things we do in the field of X-ray to not get irradiated. Like I said, I've been in it. I went to school. I graduated in '95, and I've never had issues on my dosimeter badges. And I've done X-ray, CT, fluoro, OR, lots of C-arm, no issues. So it's signed Vanessa. It's from Sylvia, but it's signed Vanessa. it's good that you're thinking about it and it's good that you're worried about it. But if you follow the protocols that you will be taught about time, distance, and shielding, and making sure that you're not standing in the beam and that you're 6 feet away. And over time, the beam is getting less and less harmful. The machines are getting more and more accurate in their dose delivery. That's why you're seeing the big movement now away from shielding patients, because the machines are like, I don't remember, I wrote 2 articles on it. I interviewed the physicist that was behind the whole stopping of the shielding. I got a podcast on that, an article on that, a YouTube video on that. The machines are just, I don't know, 96% more advanced now than they were in the 70s when they came out with all this shielding stuff. So, pay attention, stay out of the beams, keep your distance, try not to hold patients. And if you do, wear a lead apron and lead gloves if you can. Or ask the parents to hold, because the parents aren't in the X-ray room every day like you are. Or use a pigostat and put your pediatric patients in a pigostat where they'll be held into place for you. That's what they're designed to do. Hope this helps. I'm going to go ahead and upload this for you. If you have any more questions, visit the blog, the radiologictechnologist.com, or go to our Facebook group. If you look up on Facebook, there's a group called the Radiologic Technologist Group. Lots of questions get answered there from people that have been in the field longer than I have, and super helpful. Hope to see you there. Take care.